between President Trump and Russian leader Vladimir Putin.
The president has spent much of the last 8 months pressuring both Ukraine and Russia to reach a deal to end the bloodshed. In recent weeks, though, Trump became much more critical of Moscow, claiming the Russians were not doing much of anything to end the conflict. So far, Ukraine's president not planning to be there in Alaska for this summit, but President Zelensky is watching closely. He said on Sunday, "We understand Russia's intention to try to deceive America. We will not allow this."
Fox's Mark Meredith at the White House. Israel is getting a lot of pushback to its plan to escalate the war against Hamas, planning to take over Gaza City. French President Emmanuel Macron said this morning it is a disaster waiting to happen. But acting U.S. Ambassador Dorothy Shea told a skeptical UN Security Council,
"The United States has been working tirelessly to free the hostages, end this war, and give civilians in Gaza a future free of Hamas."
In a few hours, President Trump will further detail his stepped-up law enforcement to fight Washington, D.C. crime.
The Washington Post reports the FBI is also reassigning more than 100 agents to overnight shifts to help local police, and a decision to call up the National Guard could come later on today. D.C.'s mayor says the city's crime rate is down 20%, though, compared to last year.
Fox's Madeline Rivera. It is sentencing day in Maryland for an illegal immigrant turned convicted murderer who killed Rachel Morin, a mother of 5 who was out jogging in 2023. Her mom, Patty, just told Fox it's been hard to write what she'll say at today's hearing.
How can I put the value of her life, reduce it to ink and paper? And then how do I feel about this person and what he's done to take that life away?
Victor Martinez Hernandez faces life in prison, no chance of parole. America's listening to Fox News.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
You're great at protecting your own personal information. You probably even use things like two-factor authentication, strong passwords, VPN. But as much as you try to be in control of how your information is protected, there's lots of places that also have it. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every single second for identity threats. If your identity is stolen, a LifeLock specialist is going to help solve the identity theft issues, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% off your first year with a promo code Beck at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
A conservative who was running for president in Colombia is dead. Miguel Uribe Turbe is a senator and succumbed to the severe injuries he suffered when shot in the head and leg at a campaign rally in the capital, Bogota, back on June 7th. A teenage suspect was arrested that day. Others have been detained since. A New York City man was shot dead over the weekend in Puerto Rico, where he went to go see a Bad Bunny concert and ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time.
25-year-old Kevin Morris was fatally shot in Puerto Rico early Sunday morning after he flew to the U.S. territory to see the concert. Detectives say Morris was a bystander when several people began arguing in La Perla when a person pulled out a gun and shot at least 3 people, including Morris. He was shot in the abdomen and later died. 2 others, victims in their 40s, were wounded. Morris's heartbroken girlfriend, Angie Nicole Argello, writing on Instagram, "I love you, my angel." His mother said Morris had planned to propose to his girlfriend in the fall. In New York, Sue Guzman, Fox News.
The push to lead the way on AI development continues today in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania lawmakers are on board with a push to make the state a hub for artificial intelligence, and a hearing is set for today to discuss data center development in Lackawanna County. That's in the northeastern part of the state and includes Scranton. It's the latest in a series of AI expansion in the state, which has already seen Democratic Governor Josh Shapiro join Republican lawmakers to announce a $20 billion investment from Amazon to build 2 data centers in Bucks and Luzerne counties. The federal government is also getting involved. Last month, President Trump attended an AI and energy summit at Carnegie Mellon University and announced $90 billion in AI, energy, and data center investments. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stocks could rise. Dow futures are up more than 100 points before the opening bell. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
News Talk 710 KURV, broadcasting from the Valley's all-American truck headquarters studio at PayneAutomall.com.
It is now August 11th, 2025. You're in tune with the Valley's Morning News, News Talk 710 KURV. It's news radio for South Texas. And as I always invite you, join us at Radio Para Mi is a free app. You could be listening on your smartphone right now. Show producer Front Cruz, and we got Jason Caterina from AccuWeather on standby. I'm Sergio Sanchez, and this is the week for somewhat kills for some kids in South Texas. Yeah, summer's over. And some of these kids going back to school this week.
Class starts for many this week, and there's some new rules. One has to do with kids getting busted for vaping. Lawmakers did away with a policy that automatically sent them to an alternative school on the first offense.
There were so many vaping cases, it was filling up their alternative education centers in many school districts.
Clay Robinson with the Texas State Teachers Association says another rule in effect this year is a ban on cell phones on campus. And starting in September, the 10 Commandments must be posted in every public school classroom.
That's Michael Board with that report, and a reminder to parents with kids going back to school. Think before you post.
Your social media feed is about to flood with pics and videos of kids heading back to school, but be careful with what information you put out there. Officer Kira Delva with Miami Police warns.
Avoid putting your child's full name. Avoid putting the name of the school or the grade. Keep the information very vague because strangers could use this information to gain trust with your child, and we don't know what their motives are.
Also, a good reminder to drive with caution. Lots of kids are walking or riding their bikes to school. Remember to watch out for them and the school zone speed limits. Natalie Rodriguez, Miami.
Time 7:07 on the Valley's Morning News. Texas Governor Greg Abbott is ramping up pressure on Democrats who ran from Texas. In an interview on Fox News Sunday, Governor Abbott said that the threat of arrest for the lawmakers will remain for as long as necessary. Governor Abbott saying that it's within his authority to keep the Texas legislature up and running, special session indefinitely. The Democrats who ran from Texas are trying to prevent any work from going forward to redraw congressional lines in the state. Meantime, the Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, he wants the Texas Supreme Court to remove 13 State House Democrats who left the state.
Paxton is focusing on 13 members who made incriminating public statements about refusing to return to Texas while the special session is ongoing. He tells Fox News the move is simple.
And we're hoping just the fact that we're in that process of trying to remove them will encourage some of them. Because, look, we don't need that many of them to come back. Just a few come back, we get a little momentum, whether it's through this action in Illinois or through this action to remove them. If they come back, we'll stop the actions.
If the Texas Supreme Court declares their seats vacant, it would authorize the governor to call a special election to replace the lawmakers. Among the Democratic lawmakers Paxton is targeting is Representative James Tallarico of Austin, who's considering a run for U.S. Senate and could ultimately face Paxton in the general election next year.
It's 7:08 on the Valley's Morning News. And if you ask a new generation, Gen Z, they will tell you that love is overrated.
A new dating survey by matchmaking service Talkify says 46% of Gen Zers would choose long-term financial stability over romance, and almost 1 in 3 said they'd even take back an ex if that ex got rich. The survey also found that 1 in 10 Gen Z women say their ideal match should make $200,000 or more, and most won't settle for less than $80,000. Millennials, on the other hand, have no problem with a broke and magical relationship, with 59% choosing love over financial security. I'm Rob Martier.
Yeah, well, that's the big age difference. Yeah, if you're a millennial now, you're approaching the midpoint. Time to have some kids. Time to have a family. I'm guessing that's what they're thinking. Time is 7:09. It's AccuWeather time. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina joining us. I need to say thank you to Dougie first. Dougie and all the crew at Martin Farm and Ranch, certified dealer for Purina liquid feed. Martin Farm and Ranch on Monte Cristo in Edinburgh. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina, and let's see here.
Certified Gen Xer.
Yeah. Okay. So you would prefer the money and financial stability?
I just want to be left alone.
Yeah, that's not going to get you any dates, dude. So yeah, you'll change your tune here pretty soon. Let's see here. I'm looking for the word thunderstorms. Oh, there's one. There's a reference to that tomorrow.
I got a couple actually
Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Again, chance for those sea breeze showers or a thunderstorm to pop up, but otherwise it's looking pretty. And I mean, that's only like a 20-30% chance.
Sure.
So like
So
really
that's for SpaceX in Brownsville and South Padre. Then nothing for McAllen.
up to about 69. What is that? C or E? You get inland a little bit. The sea breeze can help, but not really. Not much inland. Yeah, really, most of the action will be closer to the shore with the sea breeze. But
Is that the pattern for the entire week? Then maybe we'll see something at the coast pop up.
yeah, toward the end of the week, it looks like there's another ridge that's going to try and shift a little bit further westward that could squash out the rest of the even minute chances for any showers or thunderstorms. So yeah, it looks to be pretty much the pattern for this week.
All the gang trucking north from the factories and the packing sheds. Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. What you got today, tomorrow?
It's just all quiet again for us. Again, just a whole lot of nothing going on. Just a very quiet summer pattern at this point.
So staying on that pattern, that tropical coverage 2025, the same thing, right?
Ramping up a little bit there, but no deal for us. It's, Central Atlantic type stuff, maybe Caribbean, Bermuda type area has to keep a little watch on this one that is trying to form up, but still nothing going on in the Gulf at this point.
All right. Well, since you're a Gen Zer, and right?
Oh no, I'm a Gen Xer.
Gen Xer. I'm sorry.
I'm older than all those guys.
Yeah, I heard that.
It's the silver hair, that should give me away.
Yeah. So, any kids there that
yeah, I actually got two.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. I got actually they're 13 months and a week apart. So they're about to be 21 and one's about to be 20.
Oh man. Well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
just like that, man. You blink an eye, and all of a sudden they're 20, 21.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's National Sons and Daughter Day. I don't know. It's not Sons and Daughter at Work Day. They don't necessarily need to be with you, but just I guess are they near you or are they still with you?
No, one of them actually just moved back down to college. They start college here in a couple of weeks. The other one actually is not going away for school anymore. He's going to stay home over at my ex-wife's, and he's an EMT.
Nice.
So he's going to nursing school, and he's going to continue to work as an EMT. Yeah, since he was like 17, he's been an EMT. It's unbelievable. He's a training coordinator now and everything. So he decided that he wanted to stay at home and go to school here versus go away and have to commute to work. So
yeah, he's got mom and dad nearby. That's a smart boy.
Oh, he's got his head on straight.
Absolutely.
That kid's got a plan.
Yeah. Are you sure that's your kid? If he's got his head on straight?
Yeah,
sure?
No, I don't know where that came from.
All right, man. We'll call you next.
No idea.
That's AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. Highs today, triple digits, low 100s. Time is 7:13 on the Valley's Morning News. Historic Immigrant Detention Center set to open this week in Texas.
It's being called Texas's version of Alligator Alcatraz, and it opens this weekend at Fort Bliss in El Paso. The move being cheered by West Texas cops who say it sends a message that catch and release is gone.
Once we apprehend people, we have to be able to hold on to them so they can have their immigration court proceedings and then be removed from the United States.
Terrell County Sheriff Thaddeus Cleveland says the location is perfect. It's a government facility that's right in the middle of the southern border, and there's an airfield to quickly ship illegal immigrants home. The Pentagon press secretary says this will be the largest federal detention center in history.
Michael Board reporting, and now Tristan Ryans. Google is making a major investment in the future of artificial intelligence.
Over the next 3 years, Google is providing schools across the country with $1 billion worth of artificial intelligence education and job training tools. Sundar Pichai, Google CEO, announced the commitment in a blog post, with the tech giant partnering with over 100 universities, including those here in the Lone Star State. Students will have access to Google's most advanced AI models, their deep research tools, VO3 for image and video creation, and more, with the company also offering career certificates that'll help further enhance students' chances of landing premier positions in the workforce.
Sam Altman from OpenAI saying they're listening, they're trying to fix the problem. The ChatGPT 5 came out of the gate, started stumbling. Yeah, it's messing up. Some users going online complaining, saying, bring back GPT 4. Time is 7:15. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Got an update on a wonderful ministry in the area. C.A.M.P can achieve maximum potential. The director in the studio a couple days back with me. How some fundraising efforts are going. They do need volunteers. a local organization you need to know about. That's next on 710 KURV.
It takes one whiff. Everything on the menu seems to be calling out to you. Dish after dish looks so good that you just can't seem to make up your mind. Everything looks better than the last thing. It's almost mind-boggling, and that's the moment that you realize you are at the right place. Zen Asian Bistro. All you can eat. Sushi, all kinds, and always delicate, fresh, and delicious. Sushi and Chinese food all at the same place. Zen. Everything you want. Individually, custom, wok-fired, crispy General Chow chicken, and all of your favorite Chinese food like sizzling steak lo mein. It's an experience you'll absolutely love. Lunch and dinner, all you can eat at Zen. You don't have to decide on one thing because you get it all. Everything on the menu is yours for one low price. All you can eat. Bring everybody. With kids' meals at just $8.99, there's just no better option out there. Zen Asian Bistro. All you can eat, unlimited, unforgettable, unapologetically affordable. Zen.
Brian Kilmeade here, inviting you to tune in weekday mornings starting at 9 for The Sergio Show with Sergio Sanchez on News Talk 710 KURV and KURV.com.
Thank you much for waking up with News Talk 710 KURV. As I proudly tell you, Houston Astros baseball on 710 KURV, available weeknights and weekends. The broadcast only on the radio. But News Talk 710 KURV is also your station in South Texas for Houston Texan football. We got a preseason game coming up Saturday at noon against the Carolina Panthers. Can achieve maximum potential. C.A.M.P. What a wonderful ministry. It is a ministry. Folks who are Down syndrome or on the spectrum, and they're adults now, 18 and older, well, they need something to do. And this is why C.A.M.P. is a beautiful ministry that's been around for the longest time. And if you're just joining us on KURV, you need to know about C.A.M.P. What a blessing it is. Maybe somehow get involved, volunteer, or perhaps make a donation. I want to say thank you to a dear friend of many years, Danny Vela. God bless you, brother. Danny Vela. All the folks at Lee's Pharmacy, and of course the Sasser family at Rio Bank. Can achieve maximum potential. Chief, the executive director, is Pam Boss, back in the studio. We have so much to talk about. I want to start with the last lemonade stand, the last lemonade sale that you had with all the campers. I think I explained it. These are folks who are Down syndrome, on the spectrum, and folks that just have, certain limitations. And this is like a day camp activity for them to learn maybe some skill sets to go work somewhere, or just participate with each other in some of the art, glass art that will feature this. Thank God we have social media, right? We're doing the visual things. You definitely need to see this. So stick around and join us on the YouTube and X and Facebook channel to see the beautiful art. Okay, so the last lemonade stand sale back in July, right? So how did that go there on campus?
It was a wonderful success. We have a great community that truly cares. Station number 2, the firemen from McAllen came in their fire truck making noise, and all of our campers love first responders of any kind.
You said first that you thought it was like a code violation. There were so many people
and
participating.
then there was a city truck, and I thought, oh no. But they came to support and share in our efforts. Also, we had visitors from the Freddie Gonzalez Veterans home, and they came in a van, and that's one of our campers' moms who works there, and brought them, and we got to thank our veterans for serving. And it was just a blessing to see all the people that came out to show their support of C.A.M.P. University.
Well, in part, it's a fundraiser.
It was a fundraiser.
And all of these are fundraisers, which is good. I'm glad to see that a lot more people are showing up to this event. But it's a great activity for them as well. They learned a lot. They learned
a lot of business skills and social, how to be socially aware when you're serving somebody, and to say please and thank you, and do you need any change back from this $100 bill? This is those kind of things.
Yes, can achieve maximum potential. C.A.M.P. It is a ministry. It is, I'm always tempted, Pam, to say, forgive me for saying daycare, but it's not daycare. It's
a day program.
Day program. That's the word I need to burn into my memory.
We think we're better than a daycare because we help them in so many ways, and they are a community within themselves.
Yeah. There's so much to do, so much for them to learn.
So much for them to learn.
And they're so involved in many activities throughout the day. How many campers do you have, by the way?
Right now we have 57 campers.
Okay.
They don't all come each day, so we have about 36 max any given day.
How many of those would you say, how many of those have jobs? They're actually out there, they learn something, they're actually working.
I have 2 campers that work outside of camp and have real jobs.
Excellent. Like restaurants or things like anything that's,
Yes.
repetitive, as a service, things like that. Are you allowed to say where they are so we can
I have one at Canes, and my other camper works. I'm trying to remember. It'll come to me before we finish.
Okay.
But one works at Canes.
Which Canes? The one north of Trenton?
It's in Far.
Oh, the
I
one in
believe.
Far. Okay, good. I when I go, I sparingly go to Canes, but when I do make it there, I always joke with them about the Cowboys. Like, have you noticed that they give you the chicken, and the bag has like a cowboy logo on it. And I go to the next window and I act insulted and say, "Excuse me, I want to speak with your manager. Why did they put my food in a trash bag?" So it's for the cowboy. Freddie's shaking his head, going, "No, that's not good. That's mean, sir." All right, let me get back to the program. Pam Voss is the executive director with Can Achieve Maximum Potential. And have you thought of maybe doing more than just a lemonade stand? Maybe do like a bake sale or tamale sale or something like that. And I bet you people will show up like crazy.
We have just recently, because of an intern that has been working with us through UTRGV, and she has helped us with some cookies. We had some delicious oatmeal cookies. We had a test run. And today they're working on miniature key lime pies.
You're probably.
Do you want to come test them?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I'll test them and buy some. And also, you may want to suggest like miniature pecan pies as well, like the ones that I get when I travel to Houston at that Hill G Projects smokehouse. They look baby little pecan pie.
Well, it's our goal to come up with something that is our niche, and we're working on it because we do want to be self-sustaining.
Yeah, and we do need that because there are expansion plans sometime in the future. You'd like to become a facility where these adults that are on the spectrum, these adults who are Down syndrome or have these special needs, they can stay at the camp facility all the time, be residents with. That's the dream.
The
someday
dream,
to get there.
because their parents are aging and they won't be here always, and there aren't always siblings who can care for them.
Well, speaking of fundraisers, let's see give me one of the art pieces.
This one was made by Marco.
Okay.
It is fused glass because of the generosity of Yoli Cantu at McAllen Stained Glass and Kay Jancic of OK's, who has
God
decided
bless you, Kay, wherever you are. A big hug and a kiss. I haven't seen her in the longest time. God bless you, Kay.
She saw them and said, "These are beautiful, and we'd like to sell them." And so between Yoli Cantu and Kay Jancic, we have our first business enterprise that we're very excited about.
At OK's.
Is that okay?
Yes. And Kay's not making any money off of
No,
this. She's just providing shelf space to sell this beautiful art as expressed.
And to help people learn about our mission.
Yeah, that's wonderful. OK's the only place selling this on a regular basis?
It's the only place.
Okay. So when is the next round of art that will be produced? Do you know?
We'll be making some more very soon. We are scheduled with Yoli very soon, and then there'll be more things to sell at OK's.
Now, that is...
It's a butterfly, and that
let me grab
is
the stand. Yeah. So the stand comes with it as well, because you're able to put this as a piece on a shelf or a centerpiece or something like that.
Or it could be hung in front of a window.
Yeah, if you could put the little thing on there as well.
That one was made by Joan.
Yeah. I gave the other one a lot more time, so I'm going to put this one back. You're going to have to see this on 710 KURV, Facebook 710 KURV, YouTube, and the X, and all the video and LinkedIn channels. Okay, my guest right now is Pam Voss, Executive Director of Can Achieve Maximum Potential. We're so honored to now being a part of the messaging effort. So our audience here at KURV, you know what is taking place at this wonderful ministry. You need volunteers.
We
So,
always need volunteers.
What
Sergio.
would a volunteer do?
A volunteer comes in and assists our teachers with our different activities. We have 4 rotations of different classes each day, and they're extra eyes and hands to help those that need a little bit more help.
Mm-hmm. Do they have to lift these folks? Do they need
No.
to be strong? It's
Just helping with activities. Maybe somebody can't cut very well or doesn't write very well. So when we're doing an
Okay, those
activity
type of
that
things.
requires hands, they might need a little help, and then just extra eyes. And they love new friends. So
Do you have room for more campers?
we are headed that way.
Okay.
I'm hoping to hire somebody very soon so that we can expand. I have people that are waiting to come into camp and lined up for the next month start dates for new campers.
So you're looking for more staff to take. So as long as you get more proper staff or adequately trained staff, you can bring on a few more folks.
Yes,
to
sir.
help you out with them. Okay, they contact you there at camp. Is there a number you want them to call in case volunteer or maybe
Please,
inquire with them?
you can see it on our website, campuniversity.org, and there are applications there that you can download, or you can call us at 956-800-5292.
Every fundraising effort or donation, or of course the big gala that we look forward to early next year, sometime in April or
May. Cinco de Mayo.
Well, there you go. All of the money that is raised is ordered. It's for subsidizing for the scholarship to pay a huge chunk of the day-to-day expense for the activities to take care for these adults that are Down syndrome and on the spectrum and have these needs, for them to have these activities, because it costs quite a bit of money. And thankfully, to all of y'all who have donated, you've been able to provide this. And we just need more and more to increase this ministry. What is the website, social media? How do folks contact you?
campuniversity.org.
campuniversity.org. Easy to remember. Anything else before I let you go?
Thank you to all of our listeners who want to know more about camp and that are helping us and spreading the word about the good things that we do. So if you know someone that needs our services, please send them our way.
And this is for just the family and friends. The gang, they're working on the talent show for the fall. You told me they're already like memorizing their lines and
they are preparing to show off their great talents without any inhibitions. It's a beautiful time.
Do you know what the theme is, or what
it is from the music from the last decades. So they were talking to me about music in the 80s and what did I remember, and I just had to laugh because that seems a long time ago. But yes, it starts with the 50s and then the 60s and the 70s and the 80s.
So it's like karaoke, is that what it is, or music videos?
A lot of that, and dancing.
Okay.
So
that should be a beautiful show. And that's around the corner. Thanks for stopping by, Pam.
Thank you, Sergio.
To you and all the crew. And thank you to all the board members who just love this ministry as well.
I have a super board.
Yeah, including a friend, Dr. Miguel Castillo. He's one of them of the many folks. And Danny, as I mentioned earlier. Please visit us again ASAP. We need to keep messaging as much as we can. Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pam Voss, Executive Director, Can Achieve Maximum Potential. That's CAMP. Look for them online. Thank you, Pam. You're in tune with the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Check of news, a service of the Saxon Gun Show, bringing you the best gun show in the Valley this coming Saturday, Sunday. McAllen Convention Center, doors open at 9. Democrat state lawmakers from Texas still hold up in Democrat politician sanctuary states, places like Illinois and New York. Meantime, a Tarrant County District Court has issued a temporary restraining order preventing former politician Robert Francis O'Rourke, Beto O'Rourke, from funding those state Democrats who are staying away from Texas because they don't want congressional lines redrawn in Texas in favor of Republicans.
The restraining order by Judge Megan Fahey prevents former Congressman and Senate candidate Beto O'Rourke's political organization, Powered by People, from funding out-of-state travel, hotel, or dining accommodations or services for the absent Texas legislators, or from funding payment of fines. A source familiar with the quorum breakers says they're not too concerned about the restraining order because they're receiving assistance in small amounts from individual donors. Fahey ordered a hearing for 10 a.m. Tuesday for further discussion.
And there's a new patch that could be used to test for skin cancer. The patch developed by the University of Michigan, successfully detecting melanoma in animal trials. Thank you much for joining us on Newstalk 710 KURV, Valley's Morning News. This station is home to Astros baseball. They did good against the Yankees, took the series. Highlights next on 710 KURV, including all the booing. When it comes to Jose Altuve going to the plate, they boo him all the time. And he properly responds. That wonderful highlight next on the Valley's Morning News. It's taco time. It's time for patos. It's pato time. Every El Pato restaurant in South Texas, it's like Mama's Kitchen. Like at this time of the morning, like many of y'all who were blessed to have a Mexican mama or an ama, an abuelita, right? You have that blessing. You know what it's like this time of the morning. By this time, everybody already ate up all the tacos. Everybody getting up super early in the morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Go out there and work, whatever it is that you're working, whatever type of jobs. Could be the fields or something else, but that kitchen with Ama, with grandma, with mom working overtime, making those breakfast tacos. And at El Pato, man, those patos are scrumptious. Flour tortilla, fresh flour tortilla off the skillet, filled with your favorite fixings. Could be plenty of bacon, an egg, refried bean, cheese, potato, always potato in any variation, right? You got ham as well, chorizo. And in case you missed it on Sunday, barbacoa. Don't forget the refried bean and that little red salsita. Oh, my goodness. It is so good. It's fresh Mexican food waiting for you right now for breakfast. You know where it is. Go online, elpato.com. Get a bag full of those breakfast tacos, those patos, or phone it in. That's what I do. I phone in the order. It's ready for me. Don't forget the big special at the moment. We got 2 chicken or cheese enchiladas that are so good. That yellow cheese is wonderful. It's heavenly. The 2 chicken or cheese enchiladas, rice bean, and the big fat taco, the pato, full of fajitas, plus the drink, an amazing $9.99 for a limited time at every El Pato restaurant.
Hurricane season is here. Protect yourself and your loved ones and get your prescriptions filled at Lee's Pharmacy today. Hard to find meds? Go to Lee's. Doctor prescribes a special compound medication? Go to Lee's. Lee's Pharmacy is one of the few local pharmacies that can prepare exactly what your doctor ordered. Need more than medicine? Lee's Pharmacy also carries a full range of medical equipment. Lee's Pharmacy, giving back to the community that made us great. Lee's Pharmacy, where your health is our priority this hurricane season and always.
At Rivetta's Machinery in Donna, they're bringing the best deals on Coyote equipment to your job site, your farm, or your backyard. Right now, take advantage of 0% interest or up to $6,000 cash back on Coyote track loaders and skid steers. These are machines built for maximum performance no matter the task. But don't stop there. They're also offering fantastic savings on Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles. And whether you're hauling something, mowing, tackling other big jobs, Coyote has the equipment to help you get it done. If you're looking for great deals and great service from a team that treats you like family, look no further than Rivetta's Machinery and Coyote. Start your next project right. Visit Rivetta's Machinery in Donna, or browse their deals when it suits you at mynewtractor.com. That's their website, mynewtractor.com. Rivetta's for the long haul. See dealer for full details.
Every life matters, and every heart can make a difference. At Pregnancy Resource Centers of the RGV, we offer free pregnancy tests, compassionate support, and truth-filled guidance for women and families facing an unexpected pregnancy. Whether you're looking for support or looking to serve, we'd love to connect. Call 956-340-0164 to learn more, volunteer, or give. Visit prcrgv.com, where hope begins and lives are changed.
Your Houston Astros host the Boston Red Sox. Tune in later tonight. First pitch at 7:10. Powered by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. Mission Economic Development Corporation. And News Talk 710. KURV.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
I'm Trevor Beck with your TSN Sports Minute. Astros take the series with the Yankees with another boo fest for Altuve, who shows he knows how to silence an angry crowd.
First pitch. And that's drilled deep to left field. And you can kiss that one goodbye. Jose Altuve hits his second home run of the series and his 19th career home run against the Yankees. It's 1-0 Astros.
Astros get the win 7-1 and move on to face the Red Sox tonight at 7:10. Rangers weren't able to pull out the win, losing 4-2 and being swept by the Phillies, even with the offense from Jock Peterson.
Here's the pitch. A swing and a high drive, well hit. Right field, way back. Castellanos at the wall. That ball is history. A towering two-run homer for Jock Peterson. The cleanup hitter comes through, and the Rangers lead 2-0 in the first.
Hopefully they can turn things around tonight as they face the struggling Diamondbacks team at 7:05. I'm Trevor Beck with your TSN Sports Minute.
AccuWeather says highs for today should be in the low 100s, 100, 101 for the most part. Right now, temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s. Border Bridge wait times is posted on KURV.com. Go back to our website. And the right-hand margin, you'll see the reports from U.S. Customs Border Protection. See if they've updated the numbers, most recent numbers. So if you're heading back to, excuse me, headed back to Brownsville, 40 minutes at B&M. It is an hour, 10 minutes at Gateway, 30 minutes at Veterans. And let's see here. If you're headed back to McAllen, it is a 45-minute wait at Hidalgo, 40 minutes at the Far Bridge. Thank you much for waking up with News Talk 710 KURV. Business news and a check of your money up next. You're really good at what you do. And you've been thinking, well, I like to do something else. I only get one shot at this. I've been successful in my line of business or your profession. You've been wanting to go into real estate. The perfect teacher, in my opinion, because after all these years, my friend Brian Reed has been running the most successful real estate office in this entire region, and he will be your teacher. See, that's the whole idea. Let's say you are already an agent and you're looking to grow your business. I'm telling you to call Brian Reed and be part of the winning team that is the Ryan and Brian real estate team. 956-307-4544. That's his personal number, Brian Reed. I'm going to give you that number again. But as I said at the beginning, if you've been looking to pivot, you want to do something else, you've been wanting to get into real estate for the longest time, the perfect teacher would be Brian Reed. 956-307-4544. I'm going to give you that number one more time. Get ready for it. You want to go into real estate? You are already in real estate? You want to grow your business? Or you want to learn from the top pro, Brian Reed? 956-307-4544, or go to the website ryanandbrian.com and click on the career tab.
If you're selling your home, don't be trying. Call Ryan and Brian. Go to ryanandbrian.com.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in the calendar at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
710 KURV. Streaming live at KURV.com. Powered by Texas Mutual Workers Compensation Insurance. A policyholder-owned company. Work safe, Texas.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. To be considered wealthy in the U.S., Americans say you need a net worth of $2.3 million in 2025. And that number can be even higher depending on where you live. Charles Schwab's latest Modern Wealth Survey says this statistic is down from 2.5 million last year. Reuters reports the Postal Service has cracked down on distributors of unregulated vapes using its services for business shipments in a blow to a multi-billion-dollar industry that has dented big tobacco sales. USPS's action stands to benefit tobacco giants including Altria and British American Tobacco. U.S. video platform and cloud services provider Rumble said it is considering an offer of about $1.2 billion for German AI cloud group Northern Data. Rumble previously said that a deal would give it control of Northern Data's GPU cloud-rich business, Taiga, and its large-scale data center arm, Arden. Futures are slightly higher ahead of inflation data later this week. That's Your Money Now.
NVIDIA saying that they will pay the U.S. 15% of their revenue from chip sales to China. Bloomberg has a full write-up on this, saying the deal was made so that NVIDIA could secure export licenses. AccuWeather says highs for today should be up to 101 Western Valley. Right now, it's 79 degrees here at 710 KURV in Mission, Texas, where Mission meets McAllen. And it's 80 degrees at Starbase in Brownsville and the Port of Brownsville. Thank you much for waking up with News Talk 710 KURV. We have Fox News coming up in 2 minutes. Speaking of my family in Brownsville, the Port of Brownsville is the economic engine of South Texas. I invite you again to go to their website, portofbrownsville.com. Begin to know of all the big news. If it happens at the Port of Brownsville, it will have a ripple effect across the entire valley. I'm talking about economic issues. Big investments, billions of dollars being invested in the Rio Grande Valley economy, and the entry point is the Port of Brownsville. We have dredging that's taking place right now to make the port deeper and host bigger, better businesses there at the port, setting up shop. All this means jobs, and perhaps an investment opportunity or maybe a job opportunity for you or someone who you know. Portofbrownsville.com. Go to the website. Every month they produce a newsletter that's very informative. Provides information on the industrial park, the tenants, more business on the way, some of the statistics that are just off the charts, impressive, all the jobs at the port, all the different industries. Portofbrownsville.com. Sign up for the free newsletter and get the breaking news from our Port of Brownsville, the economic engine of South Texas. From the Mission Economic Development Corporation, Belen Guerrero, Chief Operating Officer for the Mission Economic Development Office. You all just concluded your Ruby Red Ventures business competition.
It's one of the 3 staple programs that we have at the Mission EDC. It's geared towards helping promote entrepreneurship in the city of Mission. We take applications, they do a 6 weeks crash course on business, and then we have them compete Shark Tank style for funding.
Last year's winner, Joseph Mayers,
Through My Eyes Apparel. It was one of the greatest trainings that I've received, connecting you with small business funding, great resources that I received from that whole training program.
One of the winners, a patisserie by M. Miquel Aguinaga.
Ruby Red Ventures program, I was able to refine my craft, also truly understand the ins and outs of a business and what it truly means to run one.
Contact the Mission Economic Development Corporation to start your business in Mission at missionedc.com. Your mission starts here.
Information on your town and your community.
The Valley's Morning News.
News Talk 710 KURV.
Monday edition of the Valley's Morning News. It is now August 11th, 2025. Thank you much for joining us in what is News Radio for South Texas. Show producer Fred Cruz, AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. I'm Sergio Sanchez, you and family. And across the area, 79 to 80 degrees at the moment. High should be triple digits. Again, news on 710 KURV, a service of the Saxit Gun Show, bringing you the best gun show in the Valley this coming Saturday and Sunday at the McAllen Convention Center. Doors open at 9.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. President Trump will meet with his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin later this week in Alaska over Putin's war in Ukraine.
Whether or not this pivotal meeting leads to a lasting peace deal remains very much up in the air. The president has spent much of the last 8 months pressuring both Ukraine and Russia to reach a deal to end the bloodshed. In recent weeks, though, Trump became much more critical of Moscow, claiming the Russians were not doing much of anything to end the conflict.
Fox's Mark Meredith, Ukraine's President Zelensky demanding more pressure today. On the Kremlin posted on X, Russia is dragging out the war. Sentencing for the rapist and killer of Rachel Morin this morning, her mother Patty.
How can I put the value of her life, reduce it to ink and paper?
She joined Fox and Friends. Her daughter, a mother of 5, found dead August of 2023, killed by Victor Martinez Hernandez. America's listening to Fox News.
Public schools in Texas, some of them will be up and running this week. We got some in South Texas starting this week. Some public school districts still working on complying with new state law passed recently during the regular session.
The week before classes start in College Station ISD, Superintendent Tim Harkrider told his board members about the new state law requiring reporting of child abuse allegations even when there is no evidence.
So if we just have a random phone call that claims somebody's abusing their child and hangs up, as this law is written, we're supposed to call CPS. I've got a lot of concerns about that.
College Station board members were also told the Texas Education Agency is still working on composing official guidance on some of the new state laws.
Backers of the effort to legalize casino gambling in Texas, well, they had a special session to deal with, and some are still spending big bucks.
$1 million super PAC run by the owner of Las Vegas Sands donated to conservative candidates in Texas last year at a 3-to-1 margin. They're buoyed by polling that shows there is support for destination casinos.
Democratic support tends to be stronger, but Republican support is there as well.
Mark Jones did the polling for the University of Houston. He says a small number of Republicans oppose casinos. They see the social consequences outweighing any tax benefits.
Michael Board reporting, and after more than 40 years, AOL is shutting down its dial-up internet service.
Once a staple of the early internet era, the service, which connected modems through phone lines, at one time boasted millions of customers. Even as late as 2015, AOL had more than 2 million dial-up customers. That number has since dropped to the low thousands. The service will be disconnected on September the 30th. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Thank you much for waking up with News Talk 710 KURV. We are online at Radio Para. That is a free app, and you could be listening on your smartphone. If you got, I guess, apps for YouTube X and all that, you can join us live in studio. 7 o'clock hour of the morning news. We broadcast live on YouTube and X, Facebook. What else, Freddie? Did I forget something? Yeah, I did YouTube. All right, yeah. And, of course, so it's there. You can rewind later on the day. But join us all day long at Radio Panamá. Download the free app. The morning news on News Talk 710 KURV. This is the time to visit Amigo Power Equipment and visit with JP and Jeff and get that awesome Kubota compact tractor you've been thinking about for some time. Get the job done over at the ranch. It is the Kubota LX series, the number one selling compact tractor in the nation, with premium features. You know it's versatile. You know it gets the job done, and you need to know it's comfortable. So get your butt over to Amigo Power Equipment. Go sit down. Feel how comfortable it is. Stop by Amigo Power. It's on Monte Cristo and Edinburgh. And with JP and Jeff right now, you can get select LX 2620 SU Kubota series for as low as $19,999 or $295 per month right now through September 30th. Again, Amigo Power Equipment with the number one selling compact tractor lineup in the country. Get the LX 2620 SU series from Kubota for as low as $19,999 or $295 per month now through September 30th at Amigo Power Equipment in Edinburgh on Monte Cristo.
Got a meeting? A party? A hungry crowd? Yeah, you could go with the usual, the same old tired trays everyone expects and boring veggies, or you could do something better. Something that makes your taste buds water as soon as you hear the name, the Blue Onion. At the Blue Onion in McAllen and Weslaco, we're redefining catering. We're bringing bold, handcrafted flavors straight to your next office event or party with fresh, crisp salads made with the healthiest, best ingredients. Warm, savory wraps packed with flavor. Dip samplers with flatbread for everyone, and our signature pizzas and po' boys. Yeah, they'll be talking about these delicious get-togethers long after lunch is over. And here's the best part. For every 6 orders in your catering box, you get a free Blue Onion pizza. So, whether it's a team meeting or special event, let the Blue Onion create a custom menu that fits your budget and taste. Visit myblueonion.com today to see all our catering options. The Blue Onion in McAllen and Weslaco, redefining catering.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official...
Summer is heating up, and so is our local economy. From sizzling business deals to community connections, News Talk 710 KURV and the Radiopotomy app are here to keep you in the know. Download the Radiopotomy app to stay informed and entertained. Whether it's local market updates, summer events, or the weather, we've got you covered. Support local, stay connected, and tune in to the pulse of Rio Grande Valley business. News Talk 710 KURV.